What's going on, guys? Jessica here, and welcome to, I guess, the shop, our new reselling space. It's kind of a disaster right now. We just finished moving, I think, the rest of the inventory and shelves into the garage here, into the shop, and it's kind of a mess behind the camera. I'll show you that here in a few minutes, but first, we're going to pull our orders from Saturday afternoon through now, which is Monday, like Monday morning-ish. We've only got 5 sales, but that's because we've been moving, so we haven't had a whole lot of time to, well, I haven't had a lot of time to list. I've been trying to do, you know, the videos, Dibdit, auctions, moving, trying to put things away. We're still living out of boxes, so it's been hectic, but let's get to those 5 orders. Alright guys, so before we get started on pulling those orders, let me show you what the shop looks like right now, because like I said, we brought a whole trailer load yesterday. Zena's dad has an small enclosed trailer, and he's been letting us borrow it here and there, so we had it pretty full, and a lot of it was stuff for the shop. I had the shop looking great. You could walk around in the center. There was nothing on the floor in the middle other than the dog's bed, but it's a mess. Look at this. There's the front door, and it starts. There's my little fridge, some totes of inventory. So over here is what I already had put together. I saw, you know, we brought those in yesterday, but this is our shoe shelf. All of our shoes are in here. They've just got these little doors that lift up. So these are listed shoes. There's some inventory here in this black cabinet. On this one, we've got our smalls up here. We have totes F through J. Can't see them all the way down there, but they go all the way down. Then we've got all of our hats here on this one, as well as some, there's some Dibdit stuff, those static listings over on Dibdit that are buy it now. We have some breakable items in this cabinet. We have all of our clothing that we have bagged and numbered on these 2 racks. It's kind of hard to see because this is my backdrop for taking photos that I've got to get set up, but both of these racks are full all the way down. I actually went through and condensed everything because, you know, we've sold a lot over time, and some of them were, like, the items were loose in them, so I condensed them, and I actually emptied, I think, 5 of these bankers boxes of clothing, so just by condensing them down. So that tells you how much we've sold without doing that, so quite a bit. But anyways, this over here is all unlisted stuff. And then there's also a lot of packing supplies over here, stuff that we have that we've bought in bulk there. There's more down at the bottom. So it's not all unlisted inventory, but we also brought in these 2 plastic shelves, and the big, huge bookcases you guys saw at our old house are back there. I think we're going to take these plastic ones maybe and use those in storage because we don't necessarily need them here, and then also this one here as well. Probably do the same thing. Here's another one, and here's another metal rack. This will probably stay here, and I think all the plastics will go to storage, but this is a lot of shipping supplies right here. There are a few things that are inventory like this. Those are our books that we need to find a spot for, but yeah, so it's kind of a mess. Got to get this guy in place. Got to decide, is my photo station going to go here and cover some of the pegboard, or maybe over here? I think I might put it over here as long as it's that way of the light switch. And then put this big guy right here because it's a little bit more slimline. I think that might work. And then it won't cover all my pegboard. I'll still be able to use it. But so this is where I'm going to be doing shipping and such. So this is tools, but the top drawer is poly bags. This is more tool stuff. We've got some boxes down here. Sorry I'm casting a shadow on you guys. Boxes over here. It took me a little while to get this set up how I kind of like it. It'll be fine for now. I can always change things later. And then of course our big, huge, giant shelf, which this is like the only spot in here I can put it and still be able to fit everything else. So that thing's huge, but yeah, gotta get through all this on the floor. So that's gonna take some time, but I'll get there eventually, and I'll keep you guys updated. And my little heater is doing a great job. I was worried it was going to pop the breaker in here since it's an older electrical system, but it's doing just fine, and it's getting warm in here, so I'm pretty happy with it. But let's go ahead and pull these orders. All right, so our first item We actually sold twice, so we're gonna pull them all together. It's some Fruit of the Loom thermal pants. If you guys aren't familiar, we did buy a ton of thermal shirts, thermal pants. I think they were all Fruit of the Loom. We got them at Walmart. They were super clearanced out. I don't know, they had like a full pallet of them, and a manager walked by as we were looking at them. They were all marked $1. She said, please buy everything. And I said, we might. I said, we're gonna buy a lot. And now Xena and I regret not having bought everything. I should have been like, give me a little bit of a discount and I'll buy the entire pallet, but we didn't think that through then. We were kind of nervous to buy a lot, but we did buy quite a few, and we've been selling them like crazy, especially since it started to get cold. But so these are some black thermal pants. It's a pack of 2, and the customer ordered a quantity of 2. And then we have another customer that bought the exact same ones, and they bought 1 pack. So we're gonna pull those. They are here in C4. You can see that's like all that's in here. So we need to pull we need to pull 3 of them. Gosh, the 2-pack, that was messing with my head because I was talking about the 2-pack. So hang on, let me put the camera down real quick and I'll grab these. All right, there we go. 3 packs, 2 for one customer, 1 for another. And these sold for their $9.99 a piece. So the first customer paid $19.98 plus shipping, and the second paid $9.99 plus shipping. All right, so our next item is in F2. And I'm gonna have to move something to get to it. So it's over here, that top corner one right there. So I'm gonna have to move this a little bit just to get to it. Hopefully it just slides right, oh, out of the way. Oh, it is heavy. There's some heavy clothing on here. Oh my goodness. Let's see. Let me sit you guys right there. There we go. F2. We're looking for a Denver Broncos beanie. Should be, oh, it's actually right on the top. I see it. That was lucky. They got kind of flipped around in there. Ugh. There we go. All right, so here we go. Denver Broncos beanie with the pom-pom on top, and that sold for $10.99. Our next item is in A1, and that's gonna be over here on the big shelf. And this one's a little bit heavier, so I'm gonna set the camera down again so that I can get to it. Plus, I gotta get past all that, and it's up there, up over there. So let me sit you guys down for a second. Okay, so these are Easy Stacks t-shirt trays. They're these plastic trays. We have some of them, we have a full pack. You can see there. We have an unopened pack of them and then a bunch of loose ones. So they're these trays, clear plastic trays that you fold your t-shirt around it, I think, and it makes it so you can flip through them easy. It's some sort of organizing thing, but so we sold all of these, the new pack and then all the loose ones together for $36.99. That tote just about feels empty now without those in there. There's very few small items in there, and those Easy Stacks are heavy, so felt weird to put that tote back up because it was so much lighter. All right, so our last item that we're gonna pull, because we actually pulled order 1 and order 5 at the same time. We've got one last item, and it's the best of them all. It just happened to fall that way. And they are in the tan file cabinet. So let's go on over here. Tan file cabinet. I'm not sure which drawer because we didn't specify which drawer, but there's only 3, so I'm betting not this top drawer. No. So we've got some random action figures. This is how we were doing storing items early on that we were worried about breaking or, you know, whatnot like that. And I'm gonna say they're not in this drawer because it's not super heavy. Because what we're picking out is quite heavy. And there we go, yes, very heavy. Oh no, did this break? Oh no, I gotta delist that. Look at that, guys. We had a casualty of the move. Dang it, man. That is cracked all the way down. I don't know how well y'all can see that, but that actually makes me really nervous for the item that we're pulling because it is also glass. So I'm actually a little scared right now. Oh no, did this other one break too? Oh no, guys. tragedy. I gotta delist those 2 items like immediately. Oh, I hope these are okay because these are expensive. Let me pull these and I'll go put them on the counter and we'll make sure that they're okay. Let's look at this other item though, because there's something else right here. Oh, I bet it's broken too. Oh, guys. Dang, I gotta delist 3 items today because we were not so careful in moving. But that's what happens. You put stuff in a trailer, it bounces around. Is our little... Well, he looks okay, at least. Oh, he's got a scuff. Is that a scuff? Or is it going to come off? I don't know. I don't know. I might have to go in and check the listing on this one and see how it looked before, but I think I might have to check the description, maybe do some more pictures. I don't know. We'll see. Anyways, let me move these 2 items over to the workbench because they're heavy and gosh, what a shame. All right, guys, so we're going to open these together. I just carried them over here. I'm actually pretty nervous about this. Because one of these actually had a scratch down it already, but oh, I'm praying they didn't get banged around and get chips on them. So this is a set of 1960s Blanco, B-L-E-N-K-O, Blanco bookends. This one looks pretty good. So that's the one that did not have the scratch. So we noted the scratch in the listing. And these are actually emerald green. It's really hard to tell. I'll have to hold one up to the sun here in just a second. Let's see. Trying to double check. So this is the one that has the scratch. Let me see if I can hold this up to the light and y'all can see the scratch a little bit better. Look at that green. Ooh, pretty. Elephants. You see that big long scratch right there? So we did note that. Oh, cha-ching, guys, we just sold something else. How awesome. But so these look okay. They look good. They look good. They're in good condition. So we're happy with that. But there you go. Really beautiful. I know my windows are horribly dirty. I still need to clean them. It's going to be a task. But so these are beautiful 1960s Blanco. They're super, super heavy. Each one is very heavy. But that set, I had them listed for $124.99, and I guess I sent out an offer. I was very offer happy yesterday, trying to make some sales because, like I said, sales have been slow. And they sold, maybe I sent a 20% offer, I'm not sure, but they sold for $99.99. So very happy with that. We've been sitting on those for a while. I actually just answered a question to a different customer about them the other day, and they didn't end up buying them. So either way, really happy to see those sell. It's an extra $100. So let's see what this other item is that just sold. If I can unlock my phone. What do we got? A PS4 game. I'm gonna have to go hunt it down because I don't think it's out here in the garage yet. This is something that was stored originally in Zena's office because it's a video game. It is a PS4 Plants vs. Zombies Battle for, is it Neighborville? Battle for Neighborville. It is sealed, sold for $14.99. I guess that's kind of gonna be it. Oh wait, no. I have to talk to you about Dibdit. This week on Dibdit, let me see here. Let me get you the exact dates. I believe, I don't want to say I believe and say the wrong date because then it'll just be confusing. I'm doing back-to-back auctions. I'm doing Black Friday and Saturday. I have auctions. So 2 days in a row, I'm going to be doing auctions on Dibdit, and I'm just going to go for it. I'm going to put up some good stuff, and I'll do dollar starts. No matter what the item is, it'll be a dollar start. And depending on if I do anything heavy or not, normally my shipping is $5 for your first item. Any additional item after that is $1 for shipping. So that's normally how I do it. If I do add in some heavier items, because I do have some items in mind that may be a bit heavier, they might be $6 or $7 for the first shipping on those. And then the additional shipping might be a little more, but not much. No more than like $2. So let's see. So yes, November 29th at 5 p.m. Central Standard Time is my first show. And then the next day, November 30th, which is Saturday, I go live again at 5 p.m. Central Standard Time. So if you haven't been over to Dibdit, you can create a new profile. When you do your payment information, I believe there's a place for you to put in a promo code. You can put in resell to ride and get $5 off of your first purchase. You can do that with any of the sellers over there. Pretty much everybody should have a code for $5 off. So, but you can use that in my auction. You can use that in anybody else's auction. You can use it on a buy it now listing. If you want to just go peruse, and there are thousands of listings over there that other sellers, there are a lot of sellers who don't like to do the live auctions. They just like to sell things over there static like you would do on eBay. So if you want to just go look for something cool, it's all pop culture items, 80s, 70s, 80s, 90s, toys, early 2000s, like the Y2K era, toys, clothing, collectibles, sports stuff, sports cards, sports memorabilia, VHS, media, you know, all kinds of media, books, all that. So it's really fun. So if you're like me and you love the 80s and 90s, I think you'll like Dibdit. It's really fun. So go check it out, dibdit.com. And if you would, come hang out with me this Friday or Saturday at 5 p.m. Central. So it's going to be fun. I'm just going to run around the shop here and find some stuff. I'll probably start getting it listed tomorrow so that people can preview it. You can even do pre-bids if you prefer. If there's something you don't want to miss out on, you can place a pre-bid. And you don't have to attend the auction to possibly win. I've had people win stuff and not be in the auction before because they placed a pre-bid. So that's always an option, but it should be fun. There will be other sellers. I'm not sure off the top of my head who all is going to be there, who all will be selling and what times, but as of right now, I'm 5 p.m. Central, Friday and Saturday. So enough about that. I got to figure out how the heck I'm going to ship these Blanco bookends because they're so heavy. I'm going to have to do, I've got this bag here. I actually got 3 bags like this from one of the owners at the antique co-op. She said, hey, we have a bunch of packing materials. Do you want them? And I was like, yeah. And she goes, they're all in my car right now. Can you fit them in your car? And I was like, yeah, sure. So we got 3 bags of this stuff. So thank goodness for that, because there's lots of big bubbles in here. And then there's 2 other bags that have similar. So that should help me out with those Blanco bookends. Anyway, guys, that's enough about that. I've got a lot to get done today. We're going to try to finish moving today. We shouldn't have, but maybe Zena's car and my truck once, hopefully, and we'll be done. But so we got to get that done. I got to get this video edited. I got to get stuff ready to take to the booth tomorrow to get ready for our there's a big Black Friday sale all weekend long, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday of this weekend at the Antique Co-op. So if you're in the Oklahoma City area, go check it out. Get some unique gifts cheap. My booths, both of my booths will be 25% off all 3 days. So if you want to get something good, cheap, go check it out. All the, I believe pretty much everybody else in the building is having sales as well. The average sale is anywhere from 20 to 30% off everything in each person's booth. So there will be signs posted so you'll know whose stuff is what discount. So yeah, go check it out. Anyway, guys, I love you. Thanks for listening to me ramble today. I do appreciate it. My brain's just a little bit frazzled because I know I got so much to do, but if you would like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell, I'll catch you guys on the next one. Bye, y'all.